Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how I make my fry bake or flat bake. Some people call them floats. Basically what it is a flat fried dough that can be used with any type of gravy. So let's get right into it. So inside here I have 2 cups of flour, half cup of cornmeal, a tablespoon of sugar, half tablespoon or a teaspoon of salt, and I have piece of blue and butter. Now butter is not a necessity, but I put it because it gives it a little, it makes it a little softer. I have a pack of instant yeast here. It's 11 grams. What I like to do is I like to mix in all of the ingredients and then add in the yeast. The yeast is the last thing I like, the last of the dry ingredients that I like to add in. Now that I've mixed in everything else, I'm going in with my yeast. Now, you don't have to use an entire pack of yeast. I use a pack of yeast because I do not like to use yeast that I left open. And I like to do quick stuff as well. So instead of waiting the amount of time that you will normally wait for it to raise, I tend to get my things raising a lot faster. Also, you don't need to put any cornmeal. I just don't like white flour. So I put cornmeal or whatever I have. Remember, you are the king, you are the queen in your kitchen, so you can do as you like. 2 cups of lukewarm water, and I'm going to mix. Now everybody have their own way of mixing, but the goal of this is to get a soft but not sticky dough. So I used just about a cup and a half of water. I didn't have to add any more flour. But if you find that your dough is too sticky, feel free to add more water. So I'm just going to cover this for about 10 minutes. Remember, I told you guys that I don't leave my dough for very long to raise because of the amount of yeast I use. So I'm covering it with cling wrap and I'll leave it for 10 minutes. Look at what my dough looked like. Just after 10 minutes, I covered it with cling wrap and I pushed it in the oven in a cool place. Now I'm just gonna boil it out. To prevent the dough from sticking to your hand, you could do either one of 2 things. Use oil or flour. For me, I like to use flour. And this is how I do my dough balls. Now that I'm finished making my dough balls, I'm just going to cover them with some paper. And I'm going to leave them for another 10 minutes to sit. It's very close to my stove, and right now my stove is in use. So the heat from this helps with getting things going along quicker. So 10 minutes have passed, and I'm just going to remove the paper towels and prepare here for flattening out. This is how I flatten my dough. You can choose to do it anyhow if you have a rolling pin, whatever you choose to do. I just like to do it this way. It's the traditional way. It's actually your preference. As I say, you are the king, you are the queen in your kitchen. My pot is up and I'm ready to fry. A really good way to know if the oil is ready is to put a little piece of dough inside. Another way you can tell is by the amount of bubbles. You see all the little bubbles in the pot? So my stove is on medium-high heat, and let's begin this process. What I like to do is this. Turn it over nearly as it's going. You see what happens? It begins to swell. You can do it as brown as you like or as fair as you like, as long as it's well cooked. We like it a bit darker here, so okay. This is what it looks like. I'm just going to put it in my container that I have here with paper so that it can drain. Let's do another one. Now when you're doing this, you really want to have a deeper pot than this to fry. My pot is a bit shallow for frying. Oil doesn't go over and spill on the stove and possibly burn you. Okay, now that I'm finished, take a good look at it. This is how you open it. It'll be hot.